Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Coughlin Crusaders Track and Field. Madisyn Hawkins joining us right now. She is a District 2 champion in the pole vault. Well, Madisyn, for you, congratulations first up. And, boy, a lot of hard work went into that pole vault for you.
Thank you. And, yeah, it is a lot of hard work, a lot of practice. It's a lot more than people think it would be than just jumping over a bar. There's a lot more to it.
How do you do it? I mean, you're at a disadvantage, I guess, compared to most athletes there with track and field because you can't just go out and say, "Hey, I'm going to go pole vault in the backyard," or throw the javelin, or maybe do the shot put, or maybe go down to the track and get your sprinting workout in. But all those factors go into it. The running goes into it, and then, of course, getting up and over the bar. So, but you do get time, I'm sure, to put in some practice and go to places to do that. So let's talk a little bit about that work ethic and the discipline you've had over time.
Over time, when I first started, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I learned of a couple places that actually had training, and none of which are really that close. But I started to go to a place about a year ago called the Flying Circus. It's in New York, Hudson Valley, like Warwick area. And that's about like an hour and 45 minutes away from me. But they help a lot with all the parts of the pole vault, with the run, speed, all the drills, all the training. I've gotten most of my training there, also with the track practices that we have after school. But mainly I practice mostly in New York. That's where most of my skill has come from. The
Flying Circus. Well, I'm sure the family, it's been the driving circus. That's a lot of miles.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about those long commutes and having support to be able to get that done.
Well, my parents are a really big part of it, driving me out there all the time. In the winter, I actually went twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that was a drive, but I've kind of gotten used to the drive. It's really not that bad anymore. It doesn't really seem as long as it actually is. But my parents have played a big role in helping me get there every single time I had to get practice.
Madisyn, go over some of the things when you first got there. And I'm sure it was a little intimidating to say, okay, I'm going to be up there now with some of these these great pole vaulters that go there, probably from all over, a couple-hour radius, much like yourself. So tell us about the intimidation factor at first and then kind of feeling comfortable and growing with it.
When I first started going there really wasn't anyone from Pennsylvania that went there. He kind of, every time I'd walk in, my coach would be like, "Pennsylvania's here." It was a big surprise because they have a lot of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut girls that go. And when I first went, I was jumping, my best was 10.6, and I wasn't really on my best track at the moment, so I wasn't really jumping too well. And there was so many girls jumping 12 feet that were at the circus. It was crazy. It was really intimidating, but after a while he worked me up to that point, and now I feel like I'm one of those girls that other girls would look up to, and it's really a great feeling.
Coach McGrane seems to have a knack for finding student athletes and putting them in the right events. And I'm sure he's just as encouraging as he can be. Although he doesn't know a lot about pole vault, he knows enough probably to give you little tips as a high school coach when you're not at the Flying Circus, right?
Yeah, Mr. McGrane, he's a really big help. He always videos my jumps for me, catches my steps. He does the best that he could. He's our only coach. Well, besides the coach, he's the only track coach, so he has a hard time moving from every single event. He can't do it all at once, but he really does help me. At the district meet yesterday, he's helped me get all my steps. He videoed all my jumps, so that was really helpful.
Yeah, Paul McGrane doing a fantastic job. Of course, the guys grab a District 2 team title, and Madisyn Hawkins wins the pole vault. Let's talk a little bit about, it wasn't the ideal day for pole vault or many other events, but nonetheless, you got the W.
Yeah, we had a pretty bad headwind, so you had to kind of wait until the wind died down to go, but I feel like my speed really helped me push through that wind.
Let's talk about your biggest height you've accomplished so far in your career, and I'm sure you're thinking, hey, I could do a little bit higher right now.
Yeah, my personal best is 12 feet as of right now, which was probably my main goal if I was looking back into my indoor season. That's a really big accomplishment of mine. I've really worked hard for it. and I'm getting onto bigger poles. So I definitely feel like I could do better than that. Like, I know I could do better than that. It's just all in my head. It's all mental. So.
Well, all of us go through life and play different sports when they're younger. You were a big gymnast when you were younger, and you kind of got out of that, and now you're into pole vaulting, and that looks like a possible future for you because you're really reaching new heights, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to going to college for it. I'm really hoping that would happen because I really enjoy the sport. It's really a great feeling, like getting a new height, accomplishing something that you've always wanted, and I'm really hoping I get to continue it beyond my high school career. That
confidence, and it appears to be that gymnastics it goes hand in hand a lot of times with pole vaulters, but talk about the fear factor and getting over that quickly and being able to say, hey, I'm going to give this a shot, and boy, you really got better and better each and every time, and boy, you still got another year to go, and of course you still have the state championships coming up in Shippensburg too.
Yeah, it is really nerve-wracking pole vault because especially if you miss 2 heights, you're on your 3rd attempt. That's what happened to me at the district meet yesterday. Jumping 12 feet, I missed the first 2 and got it on my 3rd. But it's really all about confidence. You have to have the will and the drive to get it. And I was standing there, I was just thinking, I got this, like I could do it. And I went right over the bar and I was just like, I got this.
Yes, you did. Well, congratulations, Madisyn. A fantastic year for you. There's still a little bit more work to be done at the PIAA Championships, and of course the best of luck in your future endeavors as well.
Thank you.
Talented Madisyn Hawkins from the Coughlin Crusaders track and field team. She is a District 2 champion here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.